Hello. Shit, let me turn.
Hi there.
There we go. Skype's up. They should be hearing us now.
Okay, well, hello guys. Welcome to Project Nexus 2 live episode number 11.
11.
We'll try not to discuss too much about that bug that's on everyone's mind.
Yeah, I don't know what book that is.
That good old inventory nonsense.
Yeah.
So, let's see. How's everyone doing in the chat?
How many people are there? People watching.
I got 44 watching now. 45.
Yeah, it'll go up.
Because you got kind of a skeleton.
Not too bad.
On our side too. It's just me, Crinkles, Sean, and Bill here.
Matt,
Hey-o.
can your mic go up a little bit?
Mine?
Yeah, like 10 or 20% more, if that.
How about this? Let's see.
Just a little bit on the low side, because I don't want everyone to drown your voice out.
Yeah. You know, I never goof around with this mic, so I guess I could just start talking louder.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh boy.
Or
Yeah, we're off to a great start here. Did you back up your character, Sean?
No, I don't know. I can do something. I got the older build anyway.
Oh, okay. Wait, you're on 1.02?
Well, I've got the dev build of the shields just going in, I think, or the
Oh,
throwing
okay.
weapons. I can't remember which, but
Because I remember there was a build that didn't have the riot shield in just yet, and that thing's pretty primo.
let me see.
Oh yeah. So we gotta figure out how to use shield bash though.
8th of the 8th, 16.
The same way you use pommel strike and pistol whip.
Oh, the
Huh,
middle
okay.
mouse.
Yeah, I believe it's middle mouse or shifted middle mouse or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that on a trackpad. Good luck with that.
Yeah, you're kind of out of luck there, friendo. Sorry.
So
Yeah, it's all
this
good.
is the one stream that we don't have Swain with us in like the 2
Right,
years
right.
we've been doing this podcast. It's because Swain has life things going on right now, and it's just too much for him to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
playing
we
video
can't
games.
expect him to pull away today. So yeah, I'm gonna try and talk for the both of us, but you know, that's Swain. It's hard to keep up with.
So I guess the first thing we should talk about is probably the bug, just for everyone that's watching. Get it out of the way.
Oh, the bug? Yeah, the inventory and quartermaster bug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's a goofy one.
It's a goofy one.
Yeah, but
Well,
you know.
I mean, like it tends to
we did
it
say
tends
that.
to affect like
Yeah.
higher level characters. We have a lot of save games that we had sent Mike's way that he's going to be working with, and hopefully pegging down exactly the nature of the problem.
Yeah, he said something about,
Like
skills
changing the
or-
name of the weapon
yeah.
stats, and
It's-
the game can't find the weapons. So instead of just completely shitting the bed, it throws this error and just kind of like wipes the inventory, at least as far as what you can see. The data is still there, from what I understand. It's just like it can't open because of there's a million things moving in the code, and something ghosts happen, and he's fixing that ASAP.
I'm just going to go to the patch notes here, to the latest release.
I meant to have that open while we did this.
Again, great preparation we have.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
working on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some nice small fixes in there, because if people aren't aware, if you go to the Project Nexus 2 forums, post your bugs there. Swain likes to have a dig around for some of the smaller bugs while he does some big updates. He throws those in with the
Right.
patches and such.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. At present, I still have the easy job putting things together and throwing them his way.
Yeah, he's the guy that balances all the rocks together.
I'm just bringing him body
Yeah.
parts. He's the one Frankensteining it all together.
Mm. That's a,
Oh, but at
that
least
was
you
a
have
darker
to have good-
metaphor, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's good to have good quality body parts though. That's what you need.
Of course,
see.
of course.
Mm.
Okay. So Sean, you're going to be playing a little bit for us here.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, you got Murder Room 3 in there, right?
Oh my
I
God.
do. I mean, luckily I
awesome.
had some weapons on my dude, so I can at least play the game. So that's not really an issue. I need to have a way so I can read the chat while I'm doing this. Give me a sec.
Right.
Pop out chat.
Here, I got a. Let me share with the kids Murder Room 4 and all of its glory coming around.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did Swain implement the menu change already, or is that... I can't even remember. Because he moved continue, new, and load, didn't he? We were planning on
I'm
it.
getting an update
It's
now.
always been there. Are you thinking
As
about
we
the
speak.
button?
Well, we were discussing a more efficient way to have the menu to have continue at the top, then new and load.
Yeah.
So you don't have to click several buttons down just to start the game, but click continue. I think I have the game muted. Turn that up a little bit. Oh, okay. So now I've got a little bit of stuff.
Excellent.
Some random
Boy.
stuff.
How are we gonna do this effectively? We don't have all of our question readers.
I'll try to answer as many questions as I can.
Pull up some
Yeah,
random.
Bill, just answer them for us. It's fine.
So yeah, this
I'll
is
do the best I can, even though I'm not really a dev.
so yeah, with 0.3 we got the Murder Room 3. Even more ridiculous than the other ones were.
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna start picking out questions and start answering them once we start moving along here. Good lord, you have modified that weapon nicely. I know getting that damn interface so you can start customizing them yourself is like a huge thing.
Oh boy, those squirrels, man. You just throw them down the incinerator.
No, I love it down there. I kind of want to put fire with the spikes, but that's just getting ridiculous.
Hey.
White
There's
fire.
a floating grunt over there. God damn it.
Oh boy.
I like trying to lure them over to the panels that drop. And which one's it going to be?
That is a really long gun, damn.
It's still
Yeah,
got-
I don't know how you'd bring that in
it's
such a
got-
tight
got
quartered
the,
area.
Positioning thing where it's like really high up your back.
Yeah.
You should demonstrate this map by falling to the floor.
Oh, I'm sure I will at some point. Ooh. Ooh, didn't like the Gibbs on that one. Again, you know, things will
Okay,
get changed
let's-
in the future, so...
Let's go ahead and start answering some questions. I'm just going to start picking them out at random because we don't have Walrus here to pick them out.
I know, the podcast falls apart without Swain and Wallace.
Yep, but we're going to do our best here. Does the game require a powerful PC? This last weekend, actually, last week, I went to go visit my parents back in Colorado, where I have an XP machine that is just absolute garbage by today's standards, and it was running just fine on that. So, I mean, even mid-low or low computers can run this pretty successfully. Hope you're not a fan of anti-aliasing, though.
Yeah, the anti-aliasing is especially bad on the Mac, but it works well.
Right. I mean, like, you definitely get, like, more prettier kind of effects with more powerful PC, like, more shadows, this, that, and the other, but it does run on lower PCs just fine. The story mode is... Alright, got here. I'm just grabbing these questions at random, so if I miss you guys, I'm really sorry. The story mode is already explicitly noted to have characters from the main series, such as Hank and Demos. However, will there be any form of character progression and customization regardless? Yes, I want some of it,
Jesus.
because at the beginning of the story mode, you are going to have Hank, Sanford, and Demos, and they're going to be, like, pretty high level, like, that is to say, a lot of their skill tree, like, filled out for you, but, like, there will be more progression, like, left to do by the end of the game. Like, you know, we put all these RPG elements in, we're not going to, like, just leave them out for story mode. You will get to enjoy that.
Cool.
Oh, you're gonna die, Sean. You're gonna die.
Yeah, I was getting some mad lag spikes when they drop with all the corpses on top, so it might be the dipping or something.
Yeah, Swain's very aware of that. Unfortunately, like, at first I thought that was like a multi-playthrough thing, like something was just building up and getting a little out of control, like debris or whatever. But it's just something about, like, how many physics checks are taking place, I understand.
Yeah. So yeah, I might have to...
Well, the game will be revamped. I don't understand the question there. It looks pretty cool to me.
Oh no.
Are you gonna finish part 11?
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
No, Madness 11. I'm sure Nigel the Birdman is referring to.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
know,
maybe
that is-
after Project Nexus 2 is done. I was actually intending to start a Patreon so I could animate in my spare time instead of do commission artwork. That'd be kind of nice.
Plays the shit out of Patreon though.
What?
I'll pay the shit out of Patreon you created.
Yeah. Well, like, I do like commission artwork on the side just to help keep my head above water while I'm out here in Philly. But I'd like to just stop that entirely and pull a few $100 a month, pay my bills, and animate in the afternoons when I'm done working on Project Nexus 2 here. Okay, Gabriel asks, is the game going to be canon with the animation series? Yes and no, kinda. I mean, like, it's a parallel kind of a thing with explanations as to why it's where it is in terms of like the relation to the cartoon and the game. Like, in many ways it is, many ways it's not. Less a multiverse thing, and I mean, the story's written out and it's a lot of notes, and sometimes it doesn't make sense to me, but hopefully by the time story comes out, it will make sense, at least in a madness kind of way. You know, where we don't explain too much, but it makes just enough sense. Oh no, you ran into the bug.
Yeah, I'm just switching builds.
Oh boy.
Okay, Captain Twitch wants a shout out.
No. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was it. See, because we
there's your
changed the
shout-out.
interface in the update. I think this is a dev build to Bella. So yeah, it continues
Why
at
is-
the top.
What happened?
You get new careers in the middle and no characters at the bottom.
Any updates on the save games that are inaccessible as of update 1.03?
Right, I'm on this one.
Swain's bag, and right now he's ghost busting because that is the chief culprit as to why this isn't working.
I mean, so far if you start a new character, it should be fine, but your old characters are going to be kind of stuck for a while.
Yeah,
Pirate
it might.
League. Is this a
Justin Bob asks, my game is pretty bugged out and my characters are basically stuck without an inventory and a shop. I don't want to delete them and I don't want to start over. What do you recommend? Unfortunately, just stand by until Swain hot fixes this. We don't want to lose characters,
Here we go.
but it's a very real possibility in the as we progress through alpha. I definitely wouldn't delete them. Hang on to that character data file because it's very possible that he'll get that resurrected.
Okay, so I just started a new character just to show off the shields and throwing weapons that we have.
Oh, right. Yeah, and you're not terrible at this game. You'll get up to skilled levels.
Thanks.
Pretty
Oh.
quick.
Cheers.
Throwing axes are probably one of the best throwing weapons in the game.
Yeah, the shurikens are cool, but if you're unskilled, like, it really takes a lot to put a guy down.
Yeah, but I also like the knockoff batarangs. Those are pretty cool too.
Those things are silly.
Batarangs.
It really goofs around with the AI. When an enemy is disarmed, his immediate first reaction is to find a new weapon. So, like, as you throw these matarangs out and people start dropping weapons, like, they start scrambling for new ones, and it could really disrupt the flow of battle. It's great.
Oh, I need the skills, goddammit. I'm just gonna be clicking through these skills to update all my dude. I need your world.
Cool.
GFPS 110400 asks, follow-up asks, what I meant is, by the gore of it, will it have more things added, like specific wounds for weapons, like a slash decal for a sharp weapon, bullet holes for firearms? That's just a matter of adding different decals. I know I want, like, laser weapons, plasma weapons, like all sorts of different weapons, and each of those are going to have their different impact on people. Burning, melting, or just flat immolating people. I want that in. I can't say for sure if it's going to be in anytime soon. Alright, Sean. Oh, yeah, you did the cheat thing.
Dev build privileges, I guess.
Well, yeah. Don't abuse them. And be sure to check them.
I found out if you use a dev build and use the cheat thing, though, I think you lose your inventory thing, but just double check on that.
Well, it'd be a great way to debug exactly where and when the inventory bug occurs. If it comes to that, we could just start doing that, like buy one skill at a time and look at our inventory.
Yeah, because what I did was I bought every single skill, and what happened was the inventory became blank, no matter how much things I purchased.
Oh, shields
Right,
have like
right.
a little icon on them. Oh, I like that. The little shield icon on shields. What's that? Did you update the door
Oh, cool!
texture?
You're packed.
Or is that just me?
Door texture?
On
Which
the
one?
Quartermaster door, it's like got a grid line looking thing over it. That looks
Well, that's always been
strange.
there.
Oh boy, that guy's face
We're
is
huge
red.
fans of those like warning stripe things. They're everywhere.
No, the like horizontal lines all the way through it. It's really strange. Anyway, we go down there. See these other shields.
Okay. Infinity7UJ asks, in terms of priorities, would you place maps and weapons higher, or newer mods of character progression higher? Right now, maps is the biggest thing. What's going on in my side of the office is putting together story mode things, like the outskirts, the very first like hub area for the story mode is just about done, as well as the interior areas. That comes with a lot of designing, like how the levels will work, because you got like this kind of pseudo open world area where you go to pick your mission, and then of course the interior of the building where the mission occurs. And all the while I'm waiting for the event system to come around so I can, breathe some life into this thing and, make when A occurs or when the player performs an action, certain things occur. And with that power, I could make, full levels completely autonomously from Swain, so I don't need to harass him anymore once I have this in my hands. As well as working on story stuff, I turn around and, try and crank out as many arena maps. And as you guys know, I'm kind of stuck on these murder rooms, so you'll be seeing a lot of them. But new weapons is kind of a low priority right now because players still haven't accessed all of them. There's still a bunch of them on the higher tiers of maps, like the M249, some other shotguns, this, that, and the other. But when people start feeling bored with weapons, right around that time we're going to have like the interface for customizing the weapons on your own instead of just taking the lottery. That'll add a lot more to the weapon system. And then after that I want to start adding like strange weapons, chainsaws, lasers, rapid fire grenade launchers, the high tier stuff that makes impossible maps not quite so impossible.
Yeah, definitely. I think maps are definitely at the top just for replayability purposes, at least.
Right. I mean, and there have been times, like at the end of the day, where I'm just like, well, I don't feel like doing maps anymore, and then I just crack open a blend file and start making more death animations, which we'll hopefully see it sooner rather than later. Because I think there's something to the order of 6 or 7 ways a guy can die just by being shot or beat to death, like non-execution style. And, I'd like there to be at least a dozen or two, not unlike how their executions are somewhere in the order of 18 or 20.
Yeah.
I just figured the more the better because, that's the stuff that gets the most reactions out of people. That's what I like to see, the little guys on the screen doing things. Ragdolls are hilarious, but they gotta lay down and have little I'm dying spasms. It's great.
Yeah, definitely. I just max melee, I think. Yeah, see the block as he turns around. What's dual wielding under? I can't remember.
I'm just watching what you're doing. What did you just buy?
The shield, whatever it was. Trash lid.
Oh, right. Is the riot shield there, or is that a higher tier thing? I can't remember.
I think it's higher tier. I remember seeing it in another... Was it in this build? Can't recall.
Nah, I know he has the blend file, but if you have like an older build, it might not be in just yet.
Yeah, it might not be in yet. What? I need dual wield. Quick draw.
Alright. I guess I'll field another question here since you're just throwing garbage around the headquarters.
Need to redecorate.
Yeah, it just needs more trash lids everywhere. That's the problem.
Just mount them on the wall and shield the entire building. Come on, people, ask some good questions here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could just grab them. Like, will I ever be able to go as a full-sized mag agent? It's not planned. You could go up the mag tree and become like about, I think it's going to be the scale of like 1.8, a much larger character. But mag agents are like three times as tall as a regular person. That would really limit which doors you can go through. You know.
So they're pretty much just like a buffed up Hank or something.
Well, yeah. Think about like Mag Hank. That's about the size you'd get to. Still getting through doors, but committing to just tremendous amounts of damage with your hands.
Didn't you post an image of the mags on the truck? Or those all the same size?
Those are golems, and yeah, they're about 1.5.
So a little bit bigger than that.
Can I just drag and drop things into the YouTube chat, or does that not work that way?
You might need a link or something.
Let me imgur
Well, he's
this.
a mod, so he might be able to. I'm not sure.
I'm not even gonna
See, I'm just
try.
gonna
I don't
put
want to
in,
like
like, a
drag
test
something
image.
in and kill my YouTube here.
We just copy and
Oh yeah,
paste it.
I'm
basically
bad.
it just turns it into a page. You probably need an imgur.
Yeah, I love imgur.
What's on the latest Facebook post anyway? I'm just maxing my dude out.
Just thinking about zombie golems. Those things are like crazy.
Oh, that's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
I love fighting that.
I mean, like if there isn't a stun animation for the zombie golems, then they're probably gonna kill you in like 2 seconds.
Well, that's the thing. The zombies don't stun, so that'll be kind of enough.
Yeah. I know in the first game, if you sprint and punch, they stun a little bit, and that's like one way to get around them. But
Yeah, it's less a stun, more of like just a stagger. But at any rate,
Yeah.
here's a picture of some of the golems on the back of a truck. There are essentially 3 of them: unarmored, armored, and super armored. The one in the black armor on the far right you see there is his armor isn't it's bullet resistant, not bulletproof, so he could be gunned down. It just takes a while. The one in the more silvery looking armor, that is completely bulletproof. You will need to pry off his helmet in order to get at that juicy head meat of his. And the one on the left, that ugly son of a bitch, is just a big bullet sponge. And
I don't really see it on the chat. Oh, where'd you put it?
Scroll up a bit, yeah.
I'll just spam paste it a few times.
Oh, there we go.
Am I still too quiet? The
you're good.
microphone could be better.
I can hear it just fine. It's good.
Okay, excellent. All right.
I swear dual wielding was not in acrobatics.
No, that's
Dual
a
wielding is in melee or shooting, depending on what weapon you're using.
I
Yeah,
maxed them
yeah.
all out. Why can't I? Can I not throw a throwing weapon and a shield?
Utterly bulletproof. All right, Gabriel asks, is there going to be a way to interact with the environment, such as holding onto pipes or using random objects that are not weapons to kill people, like chairs? I don't know about chairs, but I want people to be able to yank stuff off walls. The only problem is making it like obvious that the player can do that, because as you know, Madness has pipes like all over the walls, and in order to make all of them removable and fight with something that you could fight with, that's just going to be like a lot of backtracking. So like what I would like to see is, fire extinguishers on the wall you could yank off and just beat people with, paint cans or wrenches just lying around, of course. Those things that are just like not weapons that can be used as weapons.
Like urinals. And then,
Of course urinals.
you just pick them up. Well, one way you
Alright.
can do it is just highlight them and blue or something, so they're pretty much pickable things or interactable
Right.
items.
Yeah, they would have light up thing. It's just like when you're looking at it from across the room and not close enough to highlight it. It'd be nice if there was some other visual cue for that. Yanking pipes off the wall, though, I don't see that happening, only because it would be so confusing between the pipes that already exist and then these new ones that can be removed.
I mean, it could be like a quest objective. Basically, you go in an arena, it says, "Oh, yank off some pipes to
There we
screw
go.
the plumbing."
Well, I guess if that was the entire crux of the map, that'd be different. It'd be different.
Yeah, one pipe off and $500 extra for you.
Right. Destroy the infrastructure. Make it so they can't go to the back.
So yeah, so for some reason, I think this build's just too early where you can't dual wield throwing weapons and shields, but I got a gun out anyway.
That's not impossible. Gun and shield is always fun.
Yeah. I have to say, these shields look badass.
Yes, I'm aware my mic is dying. This is a budget microphone. Typically, I'm over at Swain's place. He has a very nice mic. I do not.
Yeah, I think it was golden colored.
This mic?
That's where all the Kickstarter money
Be
went.
very wrong.
No, well, I mean, I don't remember. It's just this like kind of boom mic looking thing.
Yeah.
His Demo's going to be like a zombie since he died in Madness Combat Part 10.
Hey, do you remember that episode where he died?
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
already got shot in the face.
I didn't play sad music or anything. I just sort of let it happen, and you watched.
Yeah, he didn't blow himself up either.
No, he died in vain, kinda.
See the blocking in action. Take a
I
swing.
mean, they're technically supposed to be dead after the building fell on them. It's kind of weird how their heads.
Yeah, they were pretty lucky. That was the soft spot of the building. I'm presuming.
Yeah. I mean, they still
Bandits
bled,
are
so.
adorable. Almost makes me feel bad for killing them. They'll be less adorable once the Bandit Brute is in. Anyone who's been following like my Tumblr or any of the social media really has seen the Bandit Brute. I've animated a bunch of his things, and I think we have the audio for him. So it's just a matter of figuring out his exact behaviors and then sticking him in there in such a way that he isn't overwhelmingly, cruel. But yeah, I want him to be able to knock the player around the map, be something, entirely unlike all the other little, the nothing bandits running around him.
I noticed like some of the bandits look like buzzards from Mad Max.
Oh yeah, Road Warrior stuff was totally the intention for these guys.
I see.
Where else did you draw inspiration from for the design of some of these in-game
Pretty
objects?
much everything from the friggin' 90s. Good lord though. Like any one direct inspiration is always kind of difficult to pin down, but just a hell of a lot of gray. Isn't the Brute already in the Nexus level? No.
I mean, you guys already have like Sorry.
No, go ahead.
In the Berserker, like the guys with the guns, and then they take about 2 or 3 times to kill.
Wait, are you talking about like the Nexus guys that are a little bigger with the masks?
Oh yeah.
You really gotta hose them down with ammo to make them go down. Yeah, no, those are the Nexus quote unquote big guys, and they're gonna be like the most tame of the big guys in that they're just enormous bullet sponges, whereas like the bandit big guy is fast. He hits hard. He'll throw you around the map. Your AAHW big guy is the golems, so on and so forth.
It's pretty much like a mini version of Gostal.
Hangman 1262 asks, will shields have health or be destructible? Not in arena mode. It's not necessary. In story mode or Zed survival, absolutely. It's just here in arena mode, I want people, or Swain and I want people to just focus on killing and killing. Nothing breaks except for bottom.
I assume that the shields would be upgradable in a way. Because if in Z mode, would you find a shield that's already like this trash can that's already got all this stuff attached to it, or would it just be a base trash can?
It would, it would probably be just a trash can lid. What I had modeled there was something that I had, eyeballed as a upgraded trash can lid, and I figured I'd just give them that instead,
Yeah.
because it looks, it's got pipes, it's got tape.
That'd be interesting to see like a spiked trash can and impale people with it.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want things on the shield that makes it more of a combat-ready thing, because we have the shield bash, which can deal some decent damage, but like if you were to put like a blade on it somewhere, or I don't know, maybe the taser around the edge, so you could just zap people, that'd be in line with the garments that I want a character to wear that would affect their lethality, punch gloves, spiked armor, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'll try out some throwing weapons.
Hey, you got them nerd glasses.
Yeah, check out Sean the dork.
Says the one who modelled.
Smoking dork.
I love you.
That doesn't seem like there's any frames in it, so he's pretty much a hippie smoking dork.
Yeah, he's a hipster.
Good
Yeah,
hipster.
what, Matt, you should model the pixel glasses. Then it would look even more like a dork.
Oh Christ! And then like the not Minecraft sword.
What about those shutter shades?
Shutter shade. Oh, yeah,
Oh
that the
my
kids
God.
love so well.
The definitely the Devon Martin shades when he's in the club.
I don't think I've ever seen Devin Martin wear those.
That's why
I don't have-
you've
I've
never
never
seen him in
seen
the
Devon
club hitting up those beats.
Yeah, this is true. I don't leave the house.
And what's he sending? Anti-ball game.
Okay, we got 84 people watching.
Ooh, nice.
I want to check
Bird.
out Devon's
Nice.
audio later. He sent some out on Skype. I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
But more
G-Ball
questions we could
PC.
field. More questions we could field.
Yeah, ask some good questions. Or you're banned
Yeah,
from the podcast.
Yeah, we'll ban every one of you, all 87 of you.
You got some throwing weapons.
Okay, it's a soundtrack. They haven't sent over like a soundtrack probably for arena mode for a stage.
Can I get my questions noticed? That's a good one.
Oh, put an ad to it or hashtag Madness Project Nexus 2, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't
At
have
Project
roles
Nexus
here,
2.
Compiling all the questions and reading them in order, so I'm just grabbing them at random, which is kind of a really lame way to do it, but we're kind of running a skeleton crew here for our live cast. So.
Yeah, and then there is a slight delay though, probably like about 30 seconds between the live on YouTube versus the live on Skype. So your questions might be delayed a little bit and be overlaid.
And I'm not reading them because I'm too busy looking at the game.
Yeah, you're too busy playing the game, dude.
Okay,
Yeah, I have it easy.
Negasaurus asks, will groups of abominations still be able to drop, kick, and stun like you, like they could in PN1, and fuck up your runs, goddammit? No, abominations are going to have their drop kick, they're going to have all sorts of horrible things, and new attacks too, you know, on the order of the fact that they'll be one of the enemies that can execute you right back, you know, put you into a stun and then throw you across the map, you know, just destroying one of your corpus. As for the stun lock thing, I would really like to avoid that this time around, and hopefully in this 3D environment we can. I want them to be annoying, not I want, like, less annoying. I want them to be cruel and mean, not just outright unfair.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
shooting wise though, if you're bombarded with bullets though, you do get kind of stun locked, but you can dodge out
that's
of
your
it by
fault for
pressing
getting.
space.
That's your fault for standing out in gunfire. I can only help the player
Yeah,
so
or
much.
that's or pretty much where you're too low level to enter the stage and you pretty much get locked into shooting. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, that happens. That just happens. You know, the game can't hold your hand while you make bad mistakes. So, what can I say?
Well, we did talk about that question. The Hex 1337 asked about upgrading melee weapons like Dying Light, where it has kind of buffs like electric stuns.
Oh, yeah, I didn't play Dying Light enough to really get to enjoy that, but it is something that I want to have. Like, I don't want it to be like something that bugged me in the Dead Rising games is that you needed like specific things in order to upgrade your weapons or to make new ones. This one around, I think it's just going to be like tiered weapons. So like you'd wind up with a baseball bat, do a straight upgrade, and what that would do is put nails through it. And then you do another upgrade, and then those nails stay, and then it wraps it in barbed wire. And then you do yet another, and then it makes it heavier or something. And so you'd have like baseball bat level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, stuff like that.
I mean, it'll be
so it'd
interesting
less
to see
about,
like a. Sorry.
No, it'd be less about customizing your melee weapons, which I still want, like, in terms of, like, you know, a baseball bat on fire or a baseball bat that commits to electrical damage. But, like, it's less about customizing and more about just straight leveling up when it comes to melee weapons. That's how I have it in my head, and I'm sure Swain and I have to yell and scream at each other about that until we come to a conclusion.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see like a blacksmith or something besides a quartermaster who will mod your weapons for you. You have to pay them a lot of money.
Yeah. Instead of the gun table thing to modify your weapon, it's just some guy with an anvil, and you know he hits your bat with a hammer, and then nails get into it.
Magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
Killer Boy 9898 has asked this a few times now. Will there be a slow motion ability? As I understand it, the game is set up for it. We just haven't at all implemented it, and I don't know if it would be as easy as it sounds. That would be a question better fielded by Swain, who is indisposed, chasing bugs and ghosts.
By the way, how's the weather in the States?
The weather?
Yeah, the
Hot
weather.
as hell.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty mean out there.
Yeah, isn't
Okay,
any
Captain Twitch
better
asks,
here.
does the game have cutscenes? They're not going to be like cutscenes that are just completely ripped from the removed from the game. Like you watch something and then you play. It's going to be more about just animations and stuff taking place in the game world that you watch, and then control is relinquished to the player. That's how I see it.
So basically, it's kind of like in-game cutscenes where the camera will just
I'd rather
transition
in-game
instead of
cutscenes.
cut. Yeah, this isn't like CGI pre-rendered stuff going on.
No. If I had a whole art team, I'd dedicate people to such a thing. But since it's just me, I'm going to make a bunch of cool animations and run the guy around and get the story across that way.
I love
But
the shield.
as the what now?
The shield. I love it.
Okay. Madness guy asks, does dual wielding firearms? Oh, damn it! It scrolled away.
Oh, I'm mentioning that. Sorry. I texted it already.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I'll find another.
I'll try to
Will there
answer
be
them as much
merchants?
as I can.
Red Baron asks, will there be merchants? Will there be merchants? There's Mr. M that's going to be he's going to be kind of the story mode go-to guy for weapons and armor ammo. The game, as we have it written down in story mode, doesn't have money, it has favors. So if you do things for this guy, he makes available to you more weapons. Like a big thing of this is that money doesn't have a place in Nevada. It's there, but it's not what he's after. So like if you want better things from his store, you're going to have to do favors for him. And the downside of this is, one, these missions are sometimes dangerous and you can lose things, or two, it would piss off factions and make future missions even harder. But hey, good thing you got all those cool weapons from him.
Yeah, it's like stealing booze from a different faction and they get angry because they can't get drunk.
God, these guys are fast.
Who started F-bombing the streamers because he's incompetent?
What?
Oh, whatever.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Okay, time to pick out another question. Oh boy. When do you think the
boy.
beta will be released? By 8759 Tube. I have no idea. Unfortunately, we have to take that when it's done kind of approach and work as hard as we can, as long as we can, until we're there. I feel like we'd be overly constrained as a two-man team by release dates and run the risk of getting something into your hand with even more bugs than it is now. Because right now we're flying under the flag of an alpha, which means bugs are going to happen, and we'll fix them as we go. But by the time we're in beta, a lot of that stuff has to be wiped up, and some of these bugs run really deep, like all the way to the core of the engine, and can take some time to get fixed up.
I mean, then again, what you have right now is pretty amazing compared to what you had a year ago.
Yeah.
No, honestly
It's funny to think that,
speaking,
like,
because-
it's funny to think like in that original trailer we put together for the Kickstarter, like so few of the models are still in use. Like all the guns, the maps, the decorations, most of them are gone. In favor of all these more well practiced models.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
the slim models are gone now, so they're actually a bit more politically correct in terms of weight.
Yeah, well, that and Jose Mindchamber was the guy who gave us the brilliant idea of weighing the legs to the body itself, so it looked like they were wearing robes. It was kind of cool, and it worked out really well.
Yeah.
Red Baron asks, will you be able to use enemies as meat shields? Absolutely, I want that. That's on my wish list, and I bother Swain about it constantly. It wouldn't be tremendously difficult. It'd essentially be like wait until the guy is stunned, and then instead of an execution to remove a corpus, you can press some other button and pin him to your chest and use him as a body shield. All right. Kickalist 1200 asks, how will the parkour acrobat system movement work? I have no idea, honestly. It is essentially just like using your dodge when you're near something, and if it's low enough, he'll vault over it. That's just going to take one hell of a lot of bug testing.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. It's going to be something that's far more usable in your story mode, because arenas are more about just killing people rather than navigating a map. Okay. Hey, Bill, you want to pick out the next question?
Me? Oh, I'll be honored. Which one should I do? Like the most recent run or the one before?
I said you pick it out, meaning I don't.
All right, fine. Well, I'm not sure if I can answer this, so I'm gonna ask you though. Gavin123098 asks at Project Nexus or podcast, will hired people have health loss on the graphic user interface?
Oh wait, like if you can access their character stats and stuff.
Well, I guess
no, like,
to see
if,
their health during
yeah,
the
to see
mission.
if they have a health on them or something.
Oh, good lord.
I guess it would have to be like under their feet or something. Like your...
They're under their feet, or maybe in like the bottom left corner to like show you how many dudes you have left. If there's enough call for it, Swain would probably get around to it. But as disposable as these little guys are, that's kind of up in the air.
I mean, so far they're only good for like stealing their gear after rehiring, then just
I like using them
afterwards.
I like using them to goof around with the bad guys' artificial intelligence. If there's more targets for them to fight, you're less likely to get engaged, and that's what I use.
Yeah, I mean, it's good cooldown time for you when you get surrounded.
Right. You can just let your underlord it out. Red Baron. Could Rich, Employee of the Month, come back as a cameo or an enemy?
I certainly hope so.
Well, if he had, you wouldn't notice. You could have killed him a dozen times. That's kind of the problem with Rich.
I can't remember if Rich
Why
died
was
in the
Rich?
series.
Again?
Okay, this is a good one. Skyder Runner asks, also, will we see legendary skills by the end of the alpha updates or sooner? Those are going to require a lot of thought in order to get done. We have a bunch of notes as to what we want done. It's just going to require a lot of work in terms of coding fix in order to make them extremely distinct, not only from each other. You got your your magnifying legendary tree, you got your abomination powers, like your Jesus stuff. Have to be clearly above, cut and dried above the base skills that you work up that you see here in the alpha. So a lot of graphical flair, significantly more damage, and map traversal options. We don't even know for sure how many different ones there are going to be, at least in the initial release, but we do know we want it to be set up in such a way that there will be many of them to encourage repeat playthroughs. So let's say you max out a character in arena mode, we'd like it so that you to start and do another character, and this time in doing a mag agent you're going to do dark auditor powers or something, and the adventure that is.
Oh, I love Murder Room 2. It sucks
Murder Room
that
2
Oh my god.
Murder Room 3 isn't in this build, unfortunately, but...
Oh, you're killing me, Sean.
Oh, the grass cutter is awesome though.
Is that how they cut grass in China?
Yeah, they also cut people's head off as well. Population.
There's so many
everything.
people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we gotta cut out the ones that can't jump away from the fan.
Yeah, that's why you don't see fat people in China.
I was gonna say, yeah. Everyone over there has a modicum of athleticism.
There's not enough room for cars, so they have to walk everywhere.
Yeah, I mean they have electric bikes now. So basically, fully electrified in the band. Motorized.
Gimpy Lollipop asks, will there be armor and equipment that provides something besides bullet resistance, like tool belts adding additional weapons and ammo that can be on your person? Absolutely. That's going to start with gloves that commit to more damage with your hands. And as well as giving you things, it will also take things away sometimes. For example, if you have like some very severe punch gloves, it might like quadruple your punch damage, but make it so you can't carry guns or weapons. You know, you just sort of balance it out there. But I definitely want, like you've seen the ammo belts in the quartermaster's area. I want that to add so odd percent to your total ammo capacity. I want, you know, body armor not only to slow you down, but to you know, give you specific resistance, like a fire suit makes it so you can't be lit on fire, stuff like that, or maybe even suits that make you run faster, that sort of thing. That is absolutely something that we need to work on.
You know what I want to see? I want to see people doing records for the fastest clear times of levels.
I'm sorry, what? Are you speedrunning?
Yeah. I want to see who can do...
How do you speedrun something with waves?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah,
just
the
go as
thing is,
many
I don't
people
know
as
how
you can.
people speedrun anything, so... The game is easily broken.
More
People will
story
just
mode,
climb.
I guess, but I want to see.
Oh, that shield badge looks pretty badass.
It just
Yeah, right?
Because I'm so max
Like,
level,
whack.
it just one kills them in one shot.
Well, these are just grunts, too, so...
You're so dead. Oh, don't miss.
Okay, Sky asks, will we get the ability to have weapons like Sanford's Hook and allow you to bring enemies to you or to go to him? I believe Swain actually made that in the game. It's just really goofy looking and hasn't been, you know,
Yeah.
touched once. I remember, like, God, what? That was,
Did it on stream.
yeah,
Was
it
it-
was hilarious because it would go out and grab people or pull them in. It's just it looked really wrong, and he kind of put that on the back burner to work on more important things.
Was it Merry Waters? Was that the map? Oh god, I can't remember.
Very.
We removed one of the maps from ages ago. He was doing that. It was that one that
Oh,
went
jeez.
down in like a zigzag.
Wait, the
It was an
mine?
interesting question, though.
Yeah, I think it maybe. It's
Oh,
like an
what's the question?
industrial estate.
Oh, the question is, Killer Boy 9898 asks, do you think there might be a map creator added to the game at some point?
We was working on one like about a year and a half ago, but has completely abandoned it. It'd be nice to get that back in, but it is not a priority.
Well, that's pretty much the main part that's going to be in AAHW mode anyway, so...
Right. Well, we're gonna kind of take some notes from games like Evil Genius, where the map creators essentially just take all these rooms that we put together and then string them together.
Yeah, when like how Doom would work, you just snap the maps together, and then there will be like a
I haven't
procedural
used that.
generator or something.
Is it just like you get like this like a folder of rooms and you just sort of stick them in a grid, or?
Yeah, you stick them in a grid, you add items in there, and or any enemy spawns. I think that's how it works.
Evil Genius, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that game. Kwame Hunt asks, is it possible that your game could be noticed by, or for other systems like PS4 or Xbox One? Gosh, I hope so.
like-
One step at a time.
Was that more like cloud saving or what?
No, I mean like to play on consoles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love these blood effects. And yeah, we got to make zombies just a smidgen less deadly. So when they stick to you, that's kind of like a
This my
corpus
dude's maxed
done.
and he's having a bit of issue. I'm trying to read these posters. Hazard,
No, they're a little
danger,
far away.
priority. Oh, that's really annoying.
Oh hey, look who got $2,000.
It's like watching the Madness episodes on YouTube where you can't zoom in with Flash to read them.
Right, where Flash is like nice and sharp.
Yeah. Wait, where's the other one?
What is his dicks out for Mag Hank?
Yeah, can Mag Hank be in the game?
I guess. I don't
mean,
know.
I guess so.
He doesn't
If we're doing-
seem
if
like
we-
it would fit.
If we're doing the episodes, then I guess.
But it'd be more fun to like, instead of revisiting Mag Hank, Madness 10 and whatnot, just to do something entirely different. I don't know, Mag Sanford, for example.
Mag Damos. Then he dies.
When does this stream end? I don't know, guys. How long do you want to do this?
Alright, see you later, guys.
Yeah, it's been great. Okay. let's see here. Would there be mini, or let's see here, Sky asks once again, would there be mini Nexus bases that allow you to fight the soldiers and potentially get better loot? In story mode, the Nexus bases are kind of scattered about, but they're more like little outposts. As far as arena mode, yes, they're going to be in there, but isn't that kind of like, I don't know. The nature of the question isn't 100% to me. You're going to be going all sorts of places, and you get loot and stuff at every one of them. Alright. This map is so unfair.
I think the ATMs are busted on this build, I can't remember.
I think you have to get through a wave for another one to open up.
Oh, do you? Let me check.
Like, every time you get through a wave, another ATM opens.
That's so much effort. Oh no. No, I don't think it's working. Oh, shit. Plans for multiplayer co-op legendary skill tree. That's more than one question. So getting around the boundaries there. Co-op, we would love to do co-op. If we can
Yeah,
find a way.
I want it in. It's just a matter of how much time we got. With the one coder we have here, like things like multiplayer, anything over the net is something of a humongous undertaking. And as much as I would love it, it's very possible that the game will come out without multiplayer and to be added later. But for now, like, we're not really counting on it. But God, how cool would it be to run around with two dudes?
That'd be great.
Oh God, no, actually this one needs to be fields, especially because we're in this map. Kickalus asks, have you thought about putting a warning like press space to escape when you were grabbed by a zombie? I don't know why that hasn't happened earlier, considering how many people have been grabbed and murdered, like on that first grab. It needs something, like maybe just a picture of the space bar with an arrow on it, like in a mashing, like, you know, get the hell out of this, it's possible.
But then, actually, we'd have to figure something out, because then it would have to be optimized for porting to different controllers or whatever in the future.
Ben asks, will the Zed be more intense, like armor, more than just zombies, even mag zombies, maybe only headshot, stuff like that? Yeah, zombies definitely need to be diversified. Right now, they bring in like screwdrivers and what have you, but once we, like, here pretty soon actually, we're gonna have it so that like they come in with random bits of armor. Some of them, of course, golems are just flat larger. Things like abominations, because I'm worried the enemies. Ching zombies would be too close to abominations, and you know I'd like to keep that
Maybe dying on us a little bit.
rip, kind of gather up on you.
You turned into a robot by the end of that sentence.
Okay, sexual thing everyone can do, or like, the stronger you're. Oh wait, no, that is a skill. Once you have like the
Mass internet's dying.
those tend to be medium sized. Why are you letting yourself get chewed up?
You're dying out a little bit on the questions.
Oh, I'm coming out.
Yeah, slightly. I love the addition of these fonts
Well, let me
actually.
know.
Because I know it's a little bit like a.
Oh,
It's a little bit of a. Should we give them dialogue, so to speak? But adds a lot actually.
yeah, maybe I should walk down to Target and get a new mic today.
Maybe you should not pay dial-up. Can you even get dial-up anymore?
Arena victory.
Oh, shit. Hello? I think Matt's dead.
I'm completely dead now?
There you are. Okay. Your life support is ending on us.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That means, Sean, you might have to do all the talking.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. How far in are we? Let's see. We are 55 minutes in. We could just do like a short 1 hour stream.
That's what I'm thinking. We barely have much to talk about. Mostly just to address the bugs regarding the inventory, which I believe we did sufficiently by blaming ghosts, and
Yes.
what we have to look forward to in the next updates as we come around. Mostly the ghost fix, as well as the large enemies that are going to be coming in, as well as Murder Room 4. Unfortunately, I can't. The story mode as I develop it will not be in any of the builds coming up until the whole thing is done, because like just giving you like little bits of the as we go forward would be just agonizing and really difficult to handle as far as save states go, because the info like thing will change now. So no, not 1 hour. I need you guys.
Well, if you want us to say, you need to ask some good questions.
I'll just grab them by random. How does limb slicing work? Sharp weapons like swords and axes. It does not work right now.
Yeah, there you go.
That's one of those features that are going to be put in once the game is a little more squeaky clean of bugs. We want it so the enemies can be bisected, like, across the stomach or removal of the head. I don't really know about limb slicing. Cutting an arm off a man, this guy just seems ridiculous. The shooting range.
The shield and a huge gun on your back looks really awesome with the cell shading.
Yeah, I was going to say, Swain's work is friggin' excellent. Oh, look, they're all yelling at each other.
The training room pits. Oh, there needs a comma on there, doesn't it? The training room pits you against minor challenges to accrue basic experience. Yeah, the text on that needs some work. It's hard to read. What exactly was going to be in the training room?
Oh, off to the left. That's going to be an area where you could train up your followers or get experience yourself. Right. Like if you just want to grind out some quick experience. That's kind of what we want that whole room to be. And we're kind of excited to actually put some use into it. It's just a matter of actually figuring out how it will work. And of course that takes low priority over content building, because frankly maps, animations, guns, everything is kind of priority. In fact, we could just fill that room with cobwebs for now and just say hell with it. Make it kind of a joke room, like, oh, we had all these great ideas, guys, sorry.
How would Zed's act? Pretty similar to the level we just played. You're dying on us, Matt.
Like,
this is why Madness 11 will never be.
For that, but it becomes a huge management thing. Of course, get the arena mode map. It's less evident. That's kind of what I was going for, because they're all kind of just jumping on you at once, and with the addition of new zombies, things are going to get a little weirder and different, and a lot of balancing is going to need to happen.
Let's see if I can get a record on training room. I want to see who can complete it.
Wait, I see Murder Room 3 right there. Will it not start?
No, it's because it doesn't even have the icon.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I saw Murder Room 3 and I was like, show the kid.
I played it at the beginning before
Okay, here's another easy question. Venkin asks, will there be heavy weapons like miniguns, rocket launchers, grenades, MG guns, nukes, explosive LMGs? Yes, large weapons are definitely going to be a thing. Again, that's something that I just have written down on my to-do list, and since we're in the realm of heavy weapon mastery in terms of the skills. Like, even a maxed out skilled character like won't have mastery, like much mastery over heavy weapons. That's going to be something in the legendary trees, because, you know, rotary grenade launchers isn't something that, you know, even your garden variety expert can handle with much expertise. You're going to have to be a pretty big guy to handle some of these weapons. Like your 223 squad machine guns, sure, no problem. You can even shoulder it, but like your 308s or your 50 cals, you're going to need to be just enormous, a big guy.
They all spawn out of this one teleporter.
Yeah, they're all eager to die. Now, what weapon are you even using there?
It's the NK Carbine Model 33.
Oh yeah. That's
The really
the
OP
overpowered
one,
weapon. Yeah, the best 223 rifle. Feminine gear when? Hey, protecting your body doesn't have a gender identity.
Yeah, Matt, when's the ponytail coming in? Grunts no bounds.
Will there be a huge blender? There is a huge blender. Oh my god.
Arena victory.
1 minute
Okay.
50.
1 minute 50. It's taking you too long. Kill more of these people.
I thought that was an okay time.
I do like how they're all coming out of the one.
Because it's the I think they spawn to the closest one next to you, don't they?
They can't. That would be ridiculous. I don't see him doing that.
I need to check.
Oh
that with
jeez,
the
I just got the notification. Project Nexus 2 event started.
That's what I got as well. I'm not sure if that was recently made or not, but maybe that was Uncle Funkle. Grab and move this thing. There we go. How many people are watching? 94 are watching this
94.
disastrous train.
Disaster, nothing can ask. I'm just doing the best with what I got here.
I miss some of the older maps. But
Yeah, like it's all gonna, like, there's a bunch of maps that are done, just not in, and some of these maps are atrocious. Not the design of the map itself, but the objectives are either broken or just ridiculous. And I haven't addressed any of them because Swain is working on an event system that will let me put together, you know, the script for how things work out a lot better. So like fixing it now would just be a waste of time, considering whatever I put together in the current system is just going to be wiped. So like Club Advent, I really like the premise of it. It's just broken as hell. Actually performing everything that it asks you to do is, you know, just a fool's errand, and sometimes it locks up because there's all sorts of other problems with it. But like I said, when the event system comes, it will be our second coming of Jesus. At which point we're going to be getting a whole bunch of old maps, you know, touching them up and pulling them in, and then giving you all sorts of fun, different objectives, player extractions, you know, search and rescue, destroy things, all that fun stuff. Stuff I kind of touched on with Facility. Anyone who's played all the objectives through there would understand, like where you have to find the things, then use the computer, and then destroy the mainframe. That was kind of weird to wire together with the current system, but with the new one coming around, it will be much easier and versatile. Will Sleepwalker patients experiments appear? Of course they will. We have the Abominations and the Sleepwalkers modeled and animated, and I think we got some of the sounds for them too. It's just a matter of, you know, fixing up their behaviors. Oh, I just heard myself.
What's that, Bill?
Oh boy.
Is that you?
What happened?
I don't know. Someone has my
Pretty soft.
Once again, testing.
Strange.
Hello.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that.
Ghosts.
Yeah, ghosts. They hate our game and they're trying to destroy it.
Yeah, we're getting haunted.
And they're winning.
Yeah.
The only way to stop them is to pre-order at ProjectNexus2.com.
Yeah, 4 copies and give them to your friends.
Yeah.
Yes. Get the 4 back. Get 25% off for each.
No, we're not running a charity here.
Order now. Hey Bill, how did those t-shirts go? Have they been done yet?
Oh yeah. So in the work.
Actually, 1 minute, guys. I gotta take a step away. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
That's alright.
Tell us about the shirts though. Yes, the shirts.
So we did version number 1 in back in Pico Day, which is in May. Forgot which date it was, but I got about 250 of those produced, and everybody got a piece. We ran out in like an hour.
I was really angry.
And so Matt gave me some more PDF files or PSD files I can mess around with. So what happens now is I'm gonna do 3 samples, and each in 4 different sizes, and see which one will look out well. For now, we still have to figure out how we can do shipping. I mean, technically we can do Amazon, but then Amazon's going to be more a generic option. I mean, we could ship it ourselves depending on how many people wants the shirts.
We could do it. So we're talking like made to order or something, but.
I mean, we do have a shop in Amazon though, but I mean, if you want to go on Amazon, that works. But made to order, I think, works better for now.
Yeah, we could have Bill send them out by hand. So
Yeah.
Crinkles and Swinkles could sign it. That's their shipping name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they look really cool. So hopefully in the future we could have some kind of t-shirt store or something. Get some mad Nexus swag
We
going
could
on.
definitely do that. What we could do is we could embed it directly into the Nexus site and have it hosted off something else. That could work.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what. There must be a
But
service
there's
somewhere, but
like Shark something, or like Shark shirts or something. I forgot what it was called.
is that the one? I don't know. I remember buying my Newgrounds shirt from somewhere. Was that Shark? It wasn't Shark Tornado, was it?
It could have been. I mean, there's Etsy, which is more of a.
You see,
And there's Shark.
didn't you have to do it by hand on Etsy though? That's not like a mass ordering.
Yeah, we have to do shipping by hand and made to order for Etsy.
Shark Robot.
Usually things on Etsy are more. Shark Robot, yeah, that's
where I
one.
got- That's where I got my Newgrounds shirt.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Hi.
Hey,
Hey, how we doing?
Have you heard of this Newgrounds thing?
talking about t-shirts.
Sounds esoteric and out there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What are you even doing, Sean? You're
I'm contemplating
horrible
how
things,
upset I
too.
am that I can't play the very first build of the game in comparison. Because I lost it all those months ago.
I mean, I have all of the builds, but it's in the laptop locked away, and God knows where.
But do you
yeah. I
have
could
the
set
very
the
first
build. I
one?
have a ton of them here. Wait. Oh, the very first one.
Yeah, the first
Let me check the
podcast
files
one.
here. I got a lot of builds here.
That should be the April Fools. Maybe you just upload the very first build to Steam.
The very first build I have is from November last year.
Yeah. Was in the last November or the November before that?
Oh crap! Yeah, that one, hardly a build. Back when I was still figuring out them internets and. Okay, so guys, yeah, feel free to just keep posting your impressions, or yelling at each other in the chat. That's cool too, or firing away questions. I have at least half the answers, considering I don't have Swain with me.
Yeah, why did Swain have to abandon us?
Okay, here's one. Actually, here's one that's been bugging me.
Hmm?
Infinity7UJ asks, will executions get more efficient and quick the stronger and more skilled you get? What's going to happen, at least something that I want to happen, is that the longer executions will stop happening the higher up you get. Like the executions that take a full 2 seconds. It'd essentially require me just making more fast animations that you would have in their replace. But it'd be less about unlocking, like, over time many animations, and more about just getting rid of the slow ones and getting a handful of the fast ones, so that your overall execution time goes from, on average half to, on average, 3/4 of a second. That sort of thing.
Oh, those beard. That beard.
Don't judge. Yeah, when's the next Beard DLC?
The beard, DLC. Sideburns.
Gimpy Lollipop asks, will melee weapons versus zombies even be an option? Or will clubbing zombies be entirely impossible? And the second you don't have enough ammo, it's just cat and mouse. Swain and I were actually talking a lot about this. The fact that, you know, fighting zombies is 100% a gun game. It's just a matter of making zombies less likely to grab you and get you into a grapple. We definitely want your hands and, you know, melee weapons to be a thing against zombies, because you're right, it's entirely ridiculous that the second you run out of ammo, you know, you're more or less done for. It's just, you know, your timer. So yes, we want that to be an option. It's just a matter of balancing it down, finding a way to make zombies still threatening and dangerous, but not so much that if you get close to them to fight them, you know, it's over.
When throwing weapons technically count as projectiles, and if you run out of ammo, that's tough luck.
Right.
Oh god, I love this weapon. The Nevadian Blaster. It's overpowered knockback.
The 410 drum shotgun.
Yeah. Let's go flying into the air.
I still go for my go-to shotgun revolver.
Oh
like
yeah,
the
the Taurus looking thing, yeah.
Yeah, if you dual wield them, you pretty much like decimate the berserkers from the Nexus. Holy, you have a lot of ammo.
Yeah. There's something wrong with the way it counts the 410 shot shells, and it gives you way too many of them. So, have fun out there.
I think you should keep it.
Yeah, make it rare drop. Boom.
Make it a locker only pickup.
Oh, here's one that's been asked. Are you gonna trademark Madness, aka can I make a fan game? It is trademarked, because it's my intellectual property, but like fan movies and fan animations are generally in the realm of
Basically,
usable.
non-profit
If you're making money off
stuff.
if you're making money off of it, we're gonna have to talk.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you can post stuff on Madness Day, which is September 24th, I presume.
Oh yeah, no, 22nd, and like
22nd,
yeah,
okay.
the idea is that people aren't profiting tremendously off of it, because if they were, we'd have to talk.
I mean, there's a prize for like $100 or something on Newgrounds.
Oh yeah, that's prize money. That's not really wage money or anything.
Yeah.
That they get copies of the game too. So, God, I love shotgun blowback.
Oh, it's flies, damn it.
Oh, good
So
old
beautiful.
Nexus apartments. I wonder if this is before the update.
Any plans on full screen borderless mode? No, it hasn't occurred to me.
I mean, isn't it already borderless mode on full screen?
That's kind of
Well, you just have full screen unwindowed.
Okay.
it's full. The
So
frames,
it's just
I'm
the
not
one
entirely
check.
sure.
Well, unless you can make an option in-game to do it. So no,
I like that. Can we have a smoker difficulty?
Well, Deimos.
You mean where you lose?
What's a smoker difficulty? Like you can't run or something?
No,
You're shot
it
in the
means
head.
you die. Yeah,
Oh.
smokers don't last.
I mean, there's already Madness difficulty. I think that's pretty difficult already.
How many people
Right.
smoked?
But death isn't guaranteed. It's just, heavily applied.
Out of the way.
I need the chicken mask from fucking some people are talking about wanting a crossover from Hotline Miami.
If we were lucky, then God, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Man, to get like that sort of endorsement.
I have to get in touch with guys at Devaton or something.
Yeah, or like Devolver Digital or whatever they're called.
Devaton.
Yeah. Speaking of video games, that friggin' Mother Russia Bleeds looks cool as hell.
Damn, I'm gonna buy that game. I'm gonna buy the 4-pack. I'm gonna buy like 6 of those.
Jesus Christ, Bill.
Yes.
Are you sure your OP computer can run it, Bill?
And what?
Your overpowered computer?
I mean, technically I can't really run No Man's Skies completely smoothly, but it's just an optimizational issue.
Okay,
Oh, this goddamn burning computer.
Okay, here's a decent question. Will hirelings start spawning with standardized gear, or will they keep randomized gear? It's going to become more standardized as we go. Right now, they can pick from anything, literally, meaning that they have a lot of costume pieces that they simply shouldn't have. Abomination garb, golem garb, stuff like that. Stuff that you cannot wear as a standard Madness guy. So it will be a little more standardized, lower level stuff, and then it will become your responsibility to buy things and give it to them. You know, of course, being a huge risk, because if you put armor on a guy and he goes and dies on you, well, now you're out a few bucks.
But technically, for now, you can spam. Whoa!
Hey, look at all that data.
Yeah.
Look at the Terminator up in here.
That is something I didn't like.
Oh boy! Madness Project Nexus 2 Terminator mode.
Yeah, it's hard to read.
You'll see it in full screen later.
Sean, why are you breaking this game?
Why you hate my game?
Yeah, technically, Swain broke it.
Yeah, I should really be mad at it. I'm gonna go over to his house and break his stuff. He's trying to ruin my dreams. Okay, just grabbing at random. Tahax1337 asks, will you turn some Madness animations into missions? For example, MC9, where you play as Demos and Sanford, and then you turn Dead Hank into Mag Hank. I definitely want that, but that is not a priority until the game is like done as we have set out to do.
Yeah, we can have the bit where you get to die as Deimos.
You have to die as Demos, and I'm going to make you do it, and you'll get an achievement for it.
Or you play as the guy that kills Deimos, and you have to shoot him.
Right. And if you don't,
kill your loved character.
You bastard.
Nah, I like that. Press X to shatter his dreams. Press X to make Sanford cry.
Jesus.
I mean, there's already plans to remake the arena mode from the first Project Nexus, right?
Well, they had the map
Oh
in
no,
the
no,
trailer, didn't they? The more advanced.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it's going to exist in story mode because that location is in the city, and that's kind of where you're going. So, as you move to the decimated remains of the Nexus project, you know, that will be a visited place. You know, a little different than you remember it from Project Nexus 1.
Be like Desolator or something. Got plants growing into it.
Yeah, I don't know about plants. They don't exist.
It's like Portal 2 when you go back.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
That's so good.
You monster.
Let's see.
Okay, here's one. Commander Jimmy asks, will the Nexus powers let me mind control my enemies? It's not impossible. Mostly the higher tiered above the standards, you know, your legendary stuff, or what do we call it, the apotheosis trees or whatever. Mostly just notes right now, but as far as like converting enemies, that is something that we haven't ruled out. I can't say for sure if we're actually going to have it or not, because, you know, a lot of this stuff is just kind of up in the air as I work on more mundane things like maps and animations and, you know, just more meat to the game.
I mean, you could just make it like a third faction, though, like the nerds, where they're enemies of everybody else, so they will attack you and the enemy.
I just realised if you dual wield and try and pick up a weapon in your main hand, does it throw the weapon in your offhand? Or has that been updated? That's what I just
No, it should throw the weapon in your main hand. And then it moves the weapon from your offhand to your main hand.
And this is an older build. Because I picked up both, dropped my main hand, and the weapon was still in my offhand. Tried to pick up that weapon again, and it threw my offhand.
Yeah, way to go, you put it on the bench.
Pressing the right mouse
Stop
button.
You're never getting down.
Left even. It's alright, it's overpowered anyway, no one can use it now. Infinity
7 UJ asks, will gear we're not supposed to have be removed from our packs eventually? Yes.
Yeah,
that's a pretty. Yeah, you're not supposed to have it. It won't. Ideally, it won't destroy your character. It'll just strip it away. Because some of that stuff you might have noticed is meant for a head that is in a location that is different. Specifically, the golems or the abominations whose head is held lower and in front of the body a little more. You can tell as the belts kind of like push through the skull piece and blah blah blah. Yeah. Bottom line, you're not supposed to have it like ever, especially at the scale that you're at. In terms of size, so yeah, you're not supposed to have it, and we will take it away from you eventually. So enjoy it while you can.
All right, let's answer a few more questions. I say we have 10 minutes left or so.
Yeah, let's give it 10 more minutes. An hour and a half seems like a pretty generous, well, pretty decent amount of time anyways.
We'll give it a take.
So yeah, let's power through as many questions as we can in 10 minutes.
I already
All
answered one
right.
thing about vehicles, so you can skip that one.
What if there are civilians, basic grunts, who randomly attack everything in sight? Those aren't basic grunts, those are psychopaths. And I don't
they're-
know.
No, those are grunts.
They're nerds. They're stupid nerds. They're freaking Nexus apartments.
Because everyone knows nerds are hostile and attack everything in sight.
Or, yeah.
If you have a blade in your hand and one on the ground, are you able to pick it up and do it? Well, yes. That is absolutely a thing. You just need the skill for it. I believe Sean has been doing quite a bit of that today.
Yeah, I threw it on the locker by accident. But yeah, I've been
Yeah. That's just you. You like breaking my game and watching me cry.
Yeah.
You
Maybe I
little
do.
bully.
Just
It
to
makes me feel
hear
better about myself.
that's
Yeah, actually, Bill, your theory about nerds being complete dicks are kind of coming through here. What's your favorite part of the game so far? The fact that it runs as well as it does.
the freaking murder room. The murder room.
Oh yeah, the murder rooms are my favorite. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of that.
Yeah.
Especially Devin's music in the murder rooms. Like just
Oh,
it is good. And what's more exciting is that Cheshire finally got himself some new hardware, so he's going to be finally getting the ability
Oh
to
my
kick
God.
it.
Finally.
Yeah, right. So I mean, Devin's great, love him, but it's not madness without Shesh. Okay, why the facility eggheads fight with Nexus staff? Oh, that's because the event system that we have in place is garbage, and the new one that'll come around will make that less of an issue.
no, just keep it that way. You know, they hate the freaking jocks, so they're gonna fight them anyways.
They hate the ones that are destined to protect them. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, here's another. Need more? Wait. Some of these questions just. How many weapons are there? 44 melee weapons, or 44 firearms, and like what, a dozen melee weapons, maybe more.
Are those just released or ones that haven't been put out?
Oh, like completely in the game.
I'm still waiting for that chainsaw. I want to see how that works.
It's going to have its own animation set. It's not unlike how the rapier and a few other weapons have their own animation sets. That's just not in yet, because it's kind of weird that he fights with a fencing foil by just like bashing people with it. That's not right, you know. The animation set we have, he's like standing sideways like a fencer and just jabbing with it, so he's getting the maximum range, you know, like you're supposed to. It will offset the low damage it does with easily twice the range of any other melee weapon.
I guess then you could also just single wield it if you're
Yeah.
strong enough.
I mean, if you have the strength capabilities of it, let's say if your strength is too low, you can really wield it properly.
Oh, of course. You need to have the strength, and two, like have bought the secondary skill for it, which would be like, you know, a cheaper melee thing.
Or like super heavy weapons, so you can like use freaking long pipes or something, or lockers.
Jay Avi asks, what will happen to the weapon mod table? Hopefully, sooner rather than later, it will become a place where you could actively choose which mods you put onto your firearm. What will go into that, though, of course, is that you'll have to buy the mods from the quartermaster that mod. As you guys have probably seen, some mods are better than others, so you know you get your early level kind of, you know, dumb add-ons.
How does that work when you buy a mod? Is it just a
The way I
one-time
see it,
purchase, or is it like a license to have it?
That's what I'm thinking. A license to purchase, as in, if you buy that piece, it will always appear on your workbench, and you can put it on literally every gun you have, which means we'll have to like pepper them in kind of delicately. So like your excellent compensators you won't see until like later in the game, but you'll have, you know, access to the earlier ones earlier on, of course.
Well, you can technically make them payable in the workbenches. Just unlock them, and you have to pay a certain amount of money to put them in.
Right. That's the idea. That's the idea. Say you want like the best silencer. Like you know, first you have to get up to the tier where it's available to you, and then you pay gosh knows how much money, and then it's available to you forever. That's how I have it set in my head. But of course, you know, Swain's gonna have his ideas, so we usually fight it out. Someone winds up thrown out a window, and then we come to a conclusion.
Yeah. But you guys box, right? Yeah, you fight each other, and you know something happens.
Yeah, that's how that's all of our solutions. You know, that's how we get to all of our solutions.
That's how everything's resolved.
Will there be a karma system where you can choose to spare grunts? No. No.
But some people were asking, will there be a Steam workshop in Project Nexus 2?
Way down the line, I want that. Right now, like implementing such a thing, we have to make the damn game first. Then you guys can screw with it.
It'll be interesting to see some community-made items, so that'd be a pretty good idea. I'll be all
like
together.
a game entirely put together with like super soakers and pool floaties. That'd be great. There's someone out there who's going to do it. Because you'll remember from Madness Interactive, like way back in the day, when that was put together, like the games that were built off of that were friggin' cool as hell.
Oh, yeah, there's like something called like Dragon Madness or something, where everyone is like yellowish, and then like that freaking
right. And then some of them were like super involved, like huge spreads of new weapons, new maps, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any bosses in arena mode. Yeah, they're pretty much just like giant.
They're asking about the bosses. Eventually, there's going to be bosses in arena mode. It's just a matter of getting, once again, the event system working, because some of the bosses will be tying into the people you meet at the headquarters. We've sorted out like a rivalry you have with a character in there. It's just, and then like one of the missions is you go there and confront him, and then it's a fight. Blah blah blah. I've put together the map for it. I've put together the character for it. It's just a matter of, when you fight him, he's just not another grunt, only with more bullet points or hit points. Like he has a specific script he follows, runs away from you, and you have to chase him. Blah blah blah.
Wait, one question about throwing weapons. So, like, what are things that are throwable, and what are things that are not? I mean, technically, you can throw a gun at people, but
you can throw everything as long as you're strong enough and possess the skill. If you're talking about like shurikens and stuff like that, anyone can throw those. The effectiveness, of course, is determined by your acrobatic skill.
I just wonder where Sean is right now.
He told us. Yeah, I was gonna say it's. I already drunk.
Yeah, he's probably having some London tea in the afternoon.
Excuse me?
Some milk, crumpets.
You were just talking shit.
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to listen back when I upload this video then, won't I?
Absolutely. It was like the second you stepped away, we started.
Yeah.
1 minute 26. 1 hour 26 even. Right.
Yeah, we got a few
Let's
minutes
do
here left.
5 more questions.
5 more questions. All right, make
they
it
have to
good
be
because
good.
I'm still picking them at random. Gimpy Lollipop. Will there be any late game enemies with weak apotheosis abilities? Yes, but with strong apotheosis abilities. And they will also possess like completely unique things. The sheriff is the first boss you will be facing, and he possesses nothing in terms of like apotheosis abilities. What he has going for him is that he's bulletproof and he retreats a lot and throws dynamite at you.
Well, he's got a fancy hat. There's that.
Yeah, actually, that is kind of a superpower. But you're looking at enemies like Hive, and they possess abilities that cannot be attained by the player. One being that he spawns grunts out of his body, and can be used as a giant, bullet barrier for enemies as they come in. You as the player will not get that, so it's like something distinct and unique to him. Hive is another one who could climb up walls and get on the ceiling and drop them from above. Just distinctly boss-like traits that the player has no business having.
Kind of like Legion of Castlevania, like the more you hit them, the more enemies get spawned out or something.
Right. That's kind of what I... Sean. Okay. Okay.
Credit to
How soon
Hypnos
is
for
the
that.
next update?
Triggered. Damn
As
it.
fast as we can. Come around as soon as we have enough that feels like, substantial enough. But of course, hot fixes are coming all the time, especially for all the bugs. So I mean, like, setting dates on these things just doesn't happen. We're just kind of banging out crap as fast as we can and as frequently as we can. All right, that's 2 questions. 3 more.
Come on.
Come on, give me a good one. This casino one is kind of dumb, so I'm moving along. Can we get... No, we're moving right along.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry?
The execution question, trying to figure out what that even means.
Oh, where you bash a person with a head, like if you're holding a head in your hand. My body, yeah. And when bodies start like coming apart, that's going to be a thing. But execution's distinct to body parts. I don't know. It's just a matter. You'd probably just like stab someone with the head and then throw them over yourself. You know.
I remember you talking about something like using the spine as a whip or something. Like
oh yeah, when we have chained weapons, but Swain is not eager to work on that. Any sort of like whips and chains, and you know I don't blame him. So we can go ahead and leave that one on the floor. I don't want to pick that up.
Yeah, like whips are extremely hard to code as far as I know.
Yeah, so frankly, it's how much work you put in and how much you get back out, and I don't feel like chain weapons would give us that much more of fun to the game for how much time and effort Swain would have to put into that. We could find better uses of both of our time to make the game cooler.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. How many guns are currently in game? This one doesn't count because I already answered it. It's 44 guns in the game. Several of them are inaccessible. I couldn't tell you which ones right now. I know there's like an FN FAL in there, a Scar H, there's an M249. Those are some of the an AA-12. I just can't remember.
I'm a man there.
I'm sorry?
We lost you there for a second.
God damn
it. Really,
you know what? Maybe I should go to Target today and just fucking bite the bullet and get myself a nice mic.
Get a snowball.
What?
A snowball mic. Basically, it's like a ball.
The one I use.
You can hear everything.
Blue Yeti. Never mind.
I read minds. I'm a mind reader, Sean.
Is it also like a headset too? Because I really need that. Oh, because I want kind of like the headset.
Right.
Yeah.
Swain isn't here, that guy.
Oh. He doesn't have to go through this thing that we're doing.
No, he's off. He's off being Swain. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Frolicking in human nature.
I'm just going to field this question again because it already came up. This one doesn't count. In the future, can we grab bodies and protect us and attack with it? I don't know about attack, but you could definitely grab dizzied people. That's something that both Swain and I want to get in, particularly surrounding the stunned enemies that you typically execute. Alternatively, you could grab them and hold them against you, and they'll just soak up all your front damage for a little bit.
There's some things before, though. Something about destructible environments. What are your thoughts on that?
That's not this game. There will be destructible cover, but like as far as breaking walls and fences down, unless it's like a story mode area where you're supposed to get through there, it's not a thing. It's more about shooting people, not walls. What can I say?
Yeah.
Everson 454 asked what will the price be.
15 to $20.
Yeah, I mean you can pre-order right now on the excuse me,
on ProjectNexus2.com. You could go there to pre-order. Right now, what is it? $15 gets you the base copy.
I think so.
And if you, there's some other things like if you up the price or something.
Yeah, some good little things like the soundtrack, buttons, stickers, all that jargon.
Right.
Support the devs, buy the game, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I need chicken and rice to survive.
Yeah. You feed the devs. They're hungry. To some extent.
Oh, it seems that some people don't know who's who. There's only 3 of us. I am Crinkles.
I'm Bill, the Chinese guy.
The Chinese. I like that's who you are.
Yeah, I'm just a Chinese guy, really.
And then, of course, we had Sean over there playing the game for us.
Yep.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Okay, let me scroll up. How many levels will there be? Are we talking about arena mode or story mode? Because in arena, I want there to be like about, 15 to 20 different arenas through 10 tiers. As far as story mode goes, we're not 100% concrete, but there's the outskirts, the industrial zone, residential, the military area, mining, and then the central core area. Each of those is a hub from which anywhere from 2 to 4 missions occur. So we're looking at 8 to 18 story modes or story mode levels, and those levels of course are a little more involved than the arena mode stand there and get your ass kicked kind of mentality. So yeah, asking like how much of the single player game is it's kind of like a huge kind of cloudy idea that we have out there that we're just consolidating one railroad tie at a time as we move forward, laying down
I
track.
think I've spent like maybe at least 24, like 50 plus hours in this game easily.
Oh god, I've spent like 30 in it, and maybe 25 of it was me not just bug testing, but actually having fun with the damn thing.
Yeah, but if it works still, yeah. I'd spend at least 50 hours in it.
Yeah. Ryan Kobler asks, what is the name of the song that plays an abandoned outpost and where can I listen to it? You could probably find it on Locknar's SoundCloud.
Alternatively,
Let me try and find...
you can wait till the full soundtrack's out. And get
Yeah,
that uncompressed, glorious WAV form.
Yeah. Yeah, all those people who like threw in enough money will be getting that soundtrack eventually.
Come on,
All
let's,
right.
let's one more question.
One more really good one, guys.
Question.
I swear to God, if you ask like a bad question, you're getting banned.
A good one. Please.
A good one.
Please.
Please. Please.
Bitch, I asked you. Yeah, Sean, are you going out to the movies tonight?
Isn't the time nor the place.
Watch the new Star Trek, it's actually pretty good.
The first trailer
It's always
turned me
been
off.
good
I
at
didn't
Star
watch
Trek.
it.
I heard that Suicide Squad tanked quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. Jared Leto's fate.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty. It's like a little bit worse than Batman vs Superman, though. That's what I heard. Gotta pick up the best question, I guess.
Yeah. I'm looking at this one here. Okay, yeah, we'll just take it. Charles Batista asks, will there be new enemies similar to... Just like all your familiar enemies are going to show up, your abominations, your sleepwalkers, golems, all that happy stuff. They're in full force, as well as like with a new array of ways to kill you. Especially from the transition from 2D to 3D, we have to change up the way they behave just a little bit. As for new enemies, with the new factions, we will be seeing new enemies. Like your Bandit Brute is like among the first like new unique enemies to the game. His behaviors, of course, will be somewhere in between that of a Grunt and a Golem, though much faster. I always like the Bandits as being a very light on their feet group, even with the Brutes. Being as strong as he is, can still traverse the map a little faster than you can. So, but other than that, like we have enemies like kind of like chambered up and hidden away that we want to kind of release slowly. Sort of like how the Murder Room came out of nowhere, but we've been planning it for a little while. So yeah, you can count on enemies that are like unique to Project Nexus 2, as well as like how some of these factions kind of came up and out of nowhere.
I mean, bandits could have like really modded guns when they're shooting at you. It's one of the things. They just used different attachments.
Are you talking about the bandits or?
Yeah, the bandits. I mean,
Oh,
bandits
yeah.
typically just like wing it in terms of gun modifications or
Oh
gun.
yeah. There are. I had made a bunch of weapons that are specific to the bandits, but I want them to appear purely in story mode. I'm talking about like pipe rifles and like stuff of that nature. Weapons that would just be utterly garbage in arena, and you have no business buying it from a quartermaster. So, but like I would love it for like because I have like I was looking at pipe rifles and slam rifles and stuff. The really kind of janky, just garbage guns, and they're modeled up and in Unity somewhere, but I want that in there because it would really like sell the bandits as just being totally Mad Max garbage bad guys, especially in story mode when you first encounter them. And you're doing it as Hank too, so you're just like mowing these guys like grass. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean you got like grunts and bandits coming around in the beginning, so that's something that's to look
Well,
forward to.
yeah. Like one of our criticisms we got when we showed off this game on Madness Day was that you weren't Hank and you weren't kicking ass. And I was like, well, this is true. You're in arena mode, and I'm sorry. So that made me really realize that when you play story mode, you have to hit the ground running so hard that it kind of blows your hair back.
Did they not play the game, the first one?
That's kind of what
The one
I'm
that has
thinking.
like 19 million players.
Yeah, they're one of the people that didn't. So screw them.
Right, we're coming to the end of time here. We're gonna cut it now.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank everyone for all their awesome questions and for all 81 of you sticking around for the entire podcast as I stumbled through here without Swain's, ungodly charisma.
Blabbering.
Guidance.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna go with blabbering.
if you did like what you
Alright.
saw, other than the buggy section, that'll be patched sometime early next week or tomorrow,
Yeah,
whenever it is.
It could be as early as tomorrow, but it will be early next week. Swain is pretty on top of those bugs. We've sent him a ton of reports. He's been inundated with a bunch of save files of both broken and non-broken characters. So him really narrowing this down and figuring out what the heck is wrong, it's just a matter of like a few hours. He'll get that down. I'm confident. And all the while, I'm going to be working on Murder Room 4, more story rooms or story mode levels, and well, just keep an eye on my Twitter or Facebook, and you'll see what I'm up to.
Well, I was just going to say,
Wait.
if you were interested in buying the game, ProjectNexus2.com, all the pre-order packs are there. In the footer of that website, it has all the social media links. If you're already a backer, then go over to the forums, authenticate your backer thingy, and you get access to the backer-only forum, post your book reports, ideas, all that jazz.
Yes, we do pay attention over there.
Sometimes.
Yes, support the devs. Buy the game. Pre-order
Yes,
game
absolutely. Yeah, pre-ordering the game.
Don't copy that floppy.
It definitely pays for Swain and I's food and keeps us working for you.
But it doesn't pay for a new microphone, it seems.
No, this is what I get for drawing my garbage in the afternoons.
Oh well. Thanks. Well, see you
Oh,
everyone. We'll post an update for another podcast at some point. Probably
Yes,
in another month.
Another month, maybe 2 weeks, depends on how much progress comes about.
Right.
I want to
Hey,
thank
who
you
knows?
guys.
I
once
might be in
again.
the States in 2 weeks.
Oh, hey, cool.
Not 2 weeks, a month. Sorry.
Not so cool.
Yeah. Bring the shirts with you. Might be able to sell the shirts soon.
I'll
Yeah,
buy
we
a
should sell
shirt.
them. Just stand in front of the Asian market and sell them. It's cool.
Yep.
Anyway,
$1. I give you.
okay, we're gonna cut
Damn
it
it.
before the racist comes.
That's all good. I mean,
See
you gotta
you
end
guys.
the podcast somehow. Okay.
He's
see ya.
Asian, it makes it okay. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Thanks,
Oh, that was
thanks for
good.
watching, everyone. Everyone say bye. That's
Bye.
Bye-bye.
bye.
Goodbye.
Boy.